Master Your Time by Thibaut Meurisse is a roadmap to reclaiming your time, boosting productivity, and focusing on what truly matters. In this summary for Pages to Prosperity, we'll explore the tools and mindset shifts you need to master the art of time management. Let's dive into this practical guide and discover how you can start living a more intentional and fulfilling life. Let's start with a powerful truth. Time is your most valuable asset. Unlike money, you can't earn more of it. We all get 24 hours a day, no more, no less. But how we use those hours is what sets successful people apart from those who feel overwhelmed and unproductive. Thibaut Meurisse invites us to stop being victims of time and instead take control. He breaks down the process into actionable steps, helping us identify where our time goes, eliminate distractions, and focus on our most important tasks. The foundation: awareness of time. The first step to mastering your time is becoming aware of how you currently use it. Many of us think we're productive, but if we tracked our time for a week, we'd be shocked at how much gets wasted on low-value activities. Meurisse suggests conducting a time audit. Write down everything you do in a typical day. At the end of the week, look back and categorize your activities into 3 groups. High-value tasks. These bring you closer to your goals. Neutral tasks, necessary but not impactful, like answering emails. Time wasters, scrolling on social media, watching TV, or over-checking notifications. Imagine a busy entrepreneur who spends hours tweaking their website instead of reaching out to potential clients. While the website might look fantastic, it's not driving revenue. Recognizing this misplaced effort helps them refocus on tasks that actually matter. When you understand where your time goes, you gain clarity on what needs to change. The Pareto principle: focus on the 20%. Have you ever heard of the 80-20 rule? It states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Meurisse emphasizes this principle as a cornerstone of time mastery. Focus on the 20% of activities that bring the most results. For example, if you're a student, studying the most critical topics instead of trying to cover everything. If you're a business owner, focusing on acquiring customers rather than perfecting your logo. Take Sarah, a writer struggling to finish her book. She spends hours researching minor details, but never writes a word. Once she realizes that writing the first draft is her 20%, she shifts her focus, completing the book in record time. The takeaway: stop trying to do it all. Prioritize the few tasks that truly matter. The power of elimination. Once you know where your time goes, it's time to start cutting the fat. Eliminate or delegate low-value tasks that don't serve your goals. Here's how Meurisse puts it: if it doesn't serve you, it doesn't deserve you. Picture Mark, a manager who spends hours each day on unnecessary meetings. After analyzing his schedule, he eliminates half of them, freeing up time for strategic thinking. The result? He's less stressed, more productive, and his team performs better. Pro tip: don't just say yes by default. Every commitment you make costs time. If it's not a resounding yes, let it be a no. The myth of multitasking. Raise your hand if you've ever tried to answer emails during the Zoom meeting while planning dinner in your head. Multitasking doesn't work. Studies show that switching between tasks reduces your productivity by up to 40%. Meurisse encourages us to embrace deep work, focusing intensely on one task at a time. Imagine a software developer who shuts off all notifications and dedicates 2 uninterrupted hours to coding. Their output skyrockets compared to when they're distracted every 5 minutes. The lesson here is simple: do less, but do it better. Planning with purpose. Ever heard the quote, "If you fail to plan, you plan to fail"? Meurisse advocates for intentional planning. He suggests starting each day with a clear list of priorities. Meet Lisa, a busy mom juggling work, kids, and personal goals. She starts using a planner, writing down her top 3 priorities each morning. By the end of the week, she feels less frazzled and more accomplished. Planning isn't about filling every hour of your day. It's about identifying what matters most and making room for it. The role of habits. Time management isn't about motivation. It's about habits. Motivation is fleeting, but habits are lasting. Meurisse suggests building small, consistent habits that align with your goals. For example, writing for 15 minutes each day if you want to become an author. Exercising for 20 minutes daily to improve your health. James wanted to learn a new language but felt he had no time. Instead of trying to cram lessons into his busy schedule, he started practicing 10 minutes a day during his commute. 6 months later, he's conversational in Spanish. The takeaway? Tiny changes lead to big results over time. Overcoming procrastination. Let's be honest, we all procrastinate. But why? Meurisse explains that procrastination often stems from fear, perfectionism, or lack of clarity. To combat it, he suggests breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Instead of saying, "I need to write a report," say, "I'll outline the introduction." A student named Mia kept putting off her thesis because it felt overwhelming. Once she broke it into bite-sized tasks, she made steady progress and finished ahead of schedule. The secret is starting small. Action beats inertia every time. The final ingredient: mindset. At the heart of time mastery is a shift in mindset. Stop thinking of time as something that happens to you and start seeing it as something you control. Meurisse shares about a friend who constantly said, "I don't have time." One day, they realized that this mindset was holding them back. By replacing it with, "I choose how to spend my time," they regained control and achieved their goals. The lesson: time isn't something you find. It's something you make. So, here's a quick recap. Conduct a time audit to identify where your hours go. Focus on the 20% of tasks that drive 80% of your results. Eliminate distractions and low-value activities. Embrace deep work and avoid multitasking. Plan your day with clear priorities. Build small, consistent habits. Break tasks into manageable steps to beat procrastination. Adopt a mindset of control and intentionality. Mastering your time isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. When you align your actions with your goals, you'll not only be more productive, but also more fulfilled. Thank you for listening to this summary from Pages to Prosperity. If you found value, hit that subscribe button and share it with someone who's ready to take charge of their time. Remember, every minute counts, so make it count for you. See you in the next summary.